Good morning, everybody. After being in the States for about a month, I'm now back in Haiti. It's Tuesday morning, just after 6:30, and just waking up on another great day on the farm. So we've got a lot going on around here. We've got some good news, we've got some bad news on some stuff. So anyways, I felt like I needed to make another little update video because it's been a while, so here we go. So obviously, we're out visiting our pigs right now, and this is actually, we're gonna start off with the bad news. So the African swine fever has been reported in the Dominican Republic in a couple of the cities that are actually really close to Haiti. The African swine fever is the reason that about 40 years ago, the US came in and eradicated all the pigs in Haiti because they were terrified of that disease coming into the States. So it's been around the world globally. A lot of top veterinarians are constantly monitoring the situation because it affects a humongous part of a lot of farms. So the past few years, the African swine fever has been raging through China, and it's killed millions and millions of pigs. There's no vaccines, there's no treatments. Once you get it, all your pigs are done, and the meat is essentially worthless. So since it's in the Dominican, and the biosecurity around these farms doesn't really exist, all of our pigs are outside, everybody else's pigs are outside, it's really not a matter of if we're going to get this, but more a matter of when. So in an effort to not lose our investment, we have made the decision to harvest, butcher all the remaining pigs that we have. We have about 39 of them. So in the next week and a half, all these guys are gonna be headed to the butcher shop, and New Roots Haiti's farm is gonna be done with pork for the next probably year or two, until hopefully this passes, and then we're able to build up some new stock. So that's the bad news. So guys, it's been good. I'm gonna enjoy my last bit of sausage, but it is a bit sad for us. We really enjoyed having these guys around. All right, let's keep moving on. Hey, now we're over here at our cornfield, and we planted this back in like March or April. It's been growing great. We've had just a really great season of rain this spring, which has just made this field look amazing. My guys, like, I've never seen corn this tall in Haiti before. Typically, a lot of the farmers around here harvest about 20 bushels per acre, which is really not a lot if you're in the corn industry. Our last corn that we had here got about 30 bushels to the acre, and I think this is absolutely gonna blow that out of the water. We have corn here not because we're trying to grow our own chicken feed, but more we're trying to show and teach the alternative ways to do this, to grow the corn. So the way we've planted it is with our tractor, which in Haiti they call it high density planting. In the US you call it normal. But anyways, it puts down way more seeds, way more corn, so you're gonna be able to harvest a lot more corn because you're growing a lot more. So our hope is that other farmers have seen this crop, they're gonna be here, they're gonna be helping us harvest it, and they're gonna say, oh wow, I wanna grow corn like that too, and then we can go and plant their fields. We don't want to do that because we want more work, we want to go plant more fields. We want to do that because if we can help them increase their yields, that means that we get to pay them more money when they turn around and sell us their corn back, and they're going to make more money. And so if we can help people make more money, it benefits us because we've got more corn for our chickens, and it benefits them because they've got more money for they've been able to produce more money with their same amount of land. So helping people increase yields is exactly why we're doing the work of this corn, and it's awesome. It's great, and I really think that we will be in the 50 or so bushels per acre. We won't know until it's all harvested and we get it ground and dried, but it's definitely something we're keeping very close track of. So anyways, here's some photos of the guys harvesting them yesterday. So now I'm out here at our in the chicken area. All of the chicken tractors we have, the chickens have grown up, they've been harvested, and they're sitting empty waiting for their next round, except for this one behind me. Now, I've never really shown you guys this before, but this is what we call like our day range system. So it's also kind of just like an overflow. So when we have too many chickens to fill up all the chicken tractors, we put the rest of them out here. So this provides shade for them, protection from the rain and the sun, but it's much more of kind of like a free range type system where the chickens can run around and everything and then come back and eat their feed. Now, The problems with this type of setup is we can't really control much for predation, but thankfully we don't have many predators here coming after our chickens. But if there was ever to get like a loose dog out of the community or something to come in here, he could wreck a lot of chickens really fast. So it is a little bit more risk in that sense. But generally they grow really well and they do fine. This is our last batch of chickens here on our farm. And then we've got about 1,500 chickens divided between 2 places that will be ready in about 2 or 3 more weeks. So we finally were able to start getting chickens a little bit more regularly, and they were growing better, and we were meeting our orders every week again. And then, as you probably know, the president of Haiti was assassinated. And so that has had some major ripple effects now, almost a month later, in our supply chain. So when that happened, they closed the border. And when they closed the border, the hatcheries that we work with in the Dominican basically stopped producing for Haiti because they didn't know when the border would be open and they'd be able to get rid of those chickens, and they didn't want to have too many chicks. And so now everything's back open, the border's open, but there's no incoming supply of chicks. And so we're basically going to miss probably about at least 1,500 birds that we would have done. Like an entire group is gonna be missed. So our brooder house is empty right now. All of our chicken tractors on our farm is empty, and we're not gonna get chicks for about 3 more weeks, just under 3 more weeks now. So it's always a little bit frustrating from a business perspective to have all this infrastructure here sitting empty. But we'll just take the time to, maybe do some more maintenance on stuff, get stuff cleaned up, and then, hit it hard as soon as we can again. So 'tis working in Haiti, so is what it is. But anyways, we decided to let this group just grow out maybe an extra week or 2 because we've got some meat in the freezer right now. So we'll get these guys up to maybe 5-6 pounds and just get all the meat we can out of them. So that's my second bit of bad news this morning. Now starting today, we're breaking ground for the play structure. I went and marked out all the holes yesterday. So we're gonna be digging the holes, and then probably next week we'll put just a little bit of cement in the bottoms of them to make them nice and level. And then starting on Saturday, we're gonna start building the structure. So there's gonna be the next probably couple videos out will be about building the playground. So I hope you've enjoyed this update. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and I'm glad to be back in Haiti and keeping you guys updated about what's going on here on the farm.